According to a media report, to maintain a qualitative edge over an adversary which already operates a fifth-generation fighter, India should drop its 4.5-generation medium-weight fighter program, and should use its limited resources on the 5.5-generation AMCA fighter jet. The medium-weight fighter is expected to conduct its first flight by 2023, and is expected to enter production in 2030, and will take few more years for induction. Thus it is not wise to invest into a 4.5-generation fighter jet program that will not be ready by the end of the next decade. India had previously shelved the AMCA program, because the entire focus was on the development of the Tejas fighter jet, and now the development of the medium-weight fighter will take away resources from the AMCA, and any more delays will result in an obsolete AMCA fighter jet, which will arrive at a time when many countries would have fielded their sixth-generation fighters. The Indian Air Force should order 36 more India-specific Rafale fighter jets, along with 40 Tejas Mark I and 83 Tejas Mark 1A fighters, and should also cancel the fourth-generation MMRCA program, and invest the $15 billion in the AMCA program. If India does not throw its weight behind the AMCA in 2020, India will end up with a situation where the development of the AMCA is lagging, and will be forced to buy the Russian fifth-generation Su-57, which has already been declared unsuitable for Air Force requirements, thus again repeating the cycle of imported fighter jets over indigenous ones into the middle of the century. The Indian Army Chief has said that a comprehensive test bedding of the integrated battle groups was concluded, but its deployment along the borders with China and Pakistan has been delayed due to the ongoing global situation, as the army is diverting critical resources towards relief and containment efforts. He also said that there could be some disruptions in defense production and procurement, but it will be a temporary phase. The Indian Army has invested heavily in indigenization over the last few years, so the Indian Army will not be affected as adversely as other countries. Most of the ongoing procurement are under the Buy Indian category, and the Indian industry retains adequate reserves of assemblies, sub-assemblies from foreign suppliers, to cater for any emergency situation. The coming decade of development will reduce the gap between the US Navy and the Chinese Navy by 2030, and China will start to challenge the United States for naval supremacy. The Chinese shipyards are rapidly rolling out the Type 54 frigate, Type 39 submarine, Type 52 destroyer, and the Type 56 corvette, and if China maintains its current rate of production, it could induct 30 more destroyers from 2020 till 2030. China is also suspected of stealing specific nuclear submarine technologies from the US Navy and its allies, due to which the Chinese Navy has been able to build a technologically advanced fleet of nuclear submarines in a short span of time, and reports indicate that it possibly has a larger fleet of SSBN class than previously assessed by the Western countries.